So I just had my second sales call, and like so much has happened in between the video I made yesterday and the video I'm making right now. So first of all, before I talk about the second sales call, I made a sale. Like, we did it, boys. We did it. It was almost surreal because it was like it validated this thing that I've been working on for so long. And it was just encouraging to know that this can continue. We can keep going. I don't know, I just don't really have the words. Like, I've done it. Like, I've broken dirt. Earth has been moved. And like, where to now? More better. More better. And so, besides that sale going through, which was with the original person that I had the call with, I couldn't believe it, but it worked. Besides that, I had a second call. I was infinitely more prepared. Like, so much had changed between the first sales call and the second one. So many processes had been figured out. Like, the whole thing had been made much better. And on this call, I was just like, I like put everything. I was like One Punch Man. And I was like serious One Punch Man. And at the end of it, they were like, I'm not the decision maker. You know, I gotta ask someone else about it. And I tried some of the tactics to be like, you know, push them, the circumstances, getting the distortions of reality, one of them being people. And I tried to use that tactic and it failed. It was actually so funny. They were just silent. And I was like, oh. They didn't even like respond to the thing I said. They just were silent. And I was like, but not in like a way that they were reflective. I think they were just like, they didn't know how to answer what I had said because it was probably said awkwardly. Anyways. Then I sent the follow-up email. Like, I have such better rapport with this second person than I did the first person. The first person still bought. And so I'm like throwing everything in the kitchen sink, every bonus that I can think of, like literally anything. I'm like, take it all. Please buy my product. Anything, like do anything. If you just please buy my product. And I'm super curious to see what happens in the next 48 hours. I mean, honestly, I'm not really expecting them to buy, but crazier things have happened. That guy bought. So it is possible. It's just odd. It's just odd. The whole process is so new to me. And the second call, I was infinitely more confident than the first call, which I've talked about in the past, how it's like the moment you do it, the first step you take, that is the hardest part. You do it like 3 times and you're like kind of in the zone, or at least that's been my experience with difficult things that I've been doing. And so I just throw myself in because the second time I'm more prepared. And the more prepared I am, the less nervous I am. Surprise, surprise. Everyone knows that. That's the case. But yeah, it's so exciting. It's like we've reached a new point. I had seen nothing. I had been grinding and grinding, getting no sleep and seeing 0, and like people laughing, you know, like potential leads laughing. I was like, I cannot be insane here. Like this has to be good. And then I made my first sale. Like the validation, like the second call, when I jumped on the second call, I was like, I know that this is good. So I was like, but yeah, we're just a wonderful, uplifting thing to have in amongst all of the previous videos. This was like the moment where, you know, it became real. The rest of it was, I was a poser. Now, interestingly, Both of those calls that I had came off of referrals from someone else who had used the product 10 years ago. So completely different. The whole cold outreach that I've been doing has yielded bada bing, bada zip. It's been awful. And so it means the cold outreach, well, there's more volume needs to be done to really know for sure, but it has not yielded much. And so I'm thinking of some ways that I can, well, we're going to tweak cold outreach a ton. That's like, it's version 10 of version 200. So I'm like, the timeline, I'm not worried about that. It's just interesting how these calls have come about because of that. So I've had 2 leads and I've sold 1 of them. That's crazy. That's a 50% success rate. It's obviously not going to be that high, but I just made one thing. I watched a video. This billionaire talks about the value proposition, and now all you just need is not to streamline things. He's like, you don't need to streamline things. It just means your value proposition sucks, which I think just basically means that as long as your value proposition is so damn good, the rest of it literally doesn't matter. Like, that's the secret. If it's so good that one person tells other people, that's it. It just needs to be a good value prop. And I thought that this value prop, like I bombarded this person with value and was just like, the guarantees are insane. Like, it's literally insane. It's like, we lose so much and they gain so much. But the market, everyone's well, we'll see. I know that if I plop down my business in Dubai, I would probably sign 300 people in a second that are wanting to do the thing that our service provides. So yeah, just super exciting. I can't even really believe it. That, like, we're moving up. Like, this is happening. And I made such a minuscule amount. Like, if we look at the goal that I'm trying to get for the day, for the year, versus, you know, what's happened so far, it's a drop in the bucket. But it is so unbelievably exciting and affirming to what's going on that I just can't believe it. I'm just so excited, just so hyped. Level 20,000 hype. So yeah, I'm just rambling at this point, but I love talking. Well, but I'm just talking to myself. Anyways, thanks for watching. So exciting.